Hi, in this video I will walk you through the integration between the 4aGoodCause online fundraising platform and Zapier. Zapier is a service that allows you to connect two or more web applications together. These connections, or zaps as they are called, allow you to automatically share data between any of the 800 plus apps integrated into the Zapier platform, such as the ones you see here. 4aGoodCause is one of those apps. Zapier lets you easily connect those two apps together to help automate tedious tasks. You can use Zapier to create zaps that automatically post new donations or new registrations from 4aGoodCause to other web applications or programs you use, such as Salesforce, QuickBooks, Constant Contact, and many others. Instead of exporting data from 4aGoodCause and importing it into your other programs manually, you can use Zapier to automate the movement of that data, saving you time and effort. Let's jump into the 4aGoodCause software and show you how to create your first zap. I'll log in to 4aGoodCause under my test account. Once in, I'll click on Integrations on the left, and then on the right I'll click for the Zapier integration. First, we'll be enabling the integration on the 4aGoodCause side. So check the box here labeled Enable Zapier Integration and click Save. Now 4aGoodCause is ready to communicate with Zapier. It's ready to post data to Zapier once you have your first zap created. Let's make that zap now. Click Make a Zap. This will lead you to our welcome page on Zapier. You'll see that 4aGoodCause is already set up as the source of data you want to move. In Zapier terms, 4aGoodCause is called the trigger, what prompts a task or the movement of data between two apps. As you make your zap, you'll configure the trigger, such as a new donation in 4aGoodCause or a new registration in 4aGoodCause. Then you will configure an action, something on the other app receiving the data. What action do you want that app to take once it catches the data from 4aGoodCause? From this welcome page, sign up for a Zapier account or log in if you're already a Zapier customer. It won't cost you anything to get started. Zapier has a free plan you can start with. You may need to upgrade later as you want to use more apps or make more connections. I have an account, so I'll log in. For this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a zap that automatically loads donor information into your email list anytime a donation happens on 4aGoodCause. I'll be using my demo account on the 4aGoodCause side and a little testing email list that I have with a company called Campaign Monitor. To get started, we'll click Create this zap. You want to select your trigger on the 4aGoodCause side. You can set up zaps that receive data from new donations or new registrations. Of course, a registration is any sale made from one of our event pages. It could be an actual event registration. It could be a membership sale, product sale, any way that you're using those pages. I will select New Donation and continue. Now we've got to connect Zapier to your 4aGoodCause account. So we will click to connect account. To connect Zapier and 4aGoodCause, it's going to ask for your 4aGoodCause API key. If you click this link here, you can find that. It's basically back on the page that you started with. I'll copy that and paste it here into Zapier and click to continue. that will add the connection from Zapier to 4aGoodCause. You only have to make this connection once. Once you have this connection set up, you can use it in multiple Zaps. I'm going to rename this connection so that I know what it is. This is for donations. So I'll rename that. I'll also test to make sure I'm connected successfully, and I am. I'll click Save and Continue. The next thing, Zapier wants you to already have data in place so it can test that connection further. It wants to know that it can go out and actually get a new donation so that it can manipulate that data. So we'll click Fetch. And the test was successful because I do have a donation listed in my demo account. If you want to, you can view the data that was pulled, just to kind of show you what is being pulled off of your sample donation. Now that that is successful, we will click to continue. The next thing we're going to do is create an action. What are we going to do when a new donation comes in? So the first thing you're going to do is choose the app. Where are you going to send the data? You can search through the 800 plus apps or use a built-in app from Zapier. For this example, I will choose Campaign Monitor. It's a popular email marketing service, and the action that I want to take whenever a new donation comes in is to add a subscriber to an email list. So I'll click Save and Continue. So now, just as we connected Zapier to 4aGoodCause, now we need to connect Zapier to Campaign Monitor. We're basically connecting the workflow. I already have a connection that I've made previously. Let me just test that, make sure that that's working. That is working. Click Save and Continue. The next thing I want to do, since I'm adding a subscriber, I want to map the fields from a 4aGoodCause donation to a particular list that I have in Campaign Monitor. So this is my list, and I'm going to use a Zapier testing list. And in my list, I want email address, so I need to find that in 4aGoodCause donations. Here it is. I'm going to add a name, the donor's name. So I'll go first name, last name. I'm just mapping the fields from the 4aGoodCause data. I'll leave everything else optional there. Let that ride there, and I'll click Continue. Now, just as we reached back out to 4aGoodCause to test the connection further to make sure we could pull data, at this point we want to make sure that we can push data into Campaign Monitor. So I'll click Create and Continue. And the test was successful, and it created a new subscriber based on that test donation. And it allows me to view the subscriber right there. That's it. We've got our Zap fully set up. I will click Finish, and then you click to turn on your Zap. You can always see your Zap back on the dashboard. There it is there. You might want to rename your Zap so it just makes more sense to you. So I'll call this 4aGoodCause Donations to Campaign Monitor Email List. From here on your dashboard, you can edit your Zap, monitor your task history, Every time a task happens, that's the movement of data. Each time data is moved, that's one task. And you can manage all aspects of your Zapier. Now that I set up this particular Zap, every time a donation happens on 4aGoodCause in my demo account, it will send the donor's information to the email list and Campaign Monitor. You can set up Zaps from 4aGoodCause to any of the apps on Zapier. Feel free to get creative. If on our integration guide we've listed some examples, just things that you can try. It's really unlimited. If you look at all the apps that you can get here, it's just all about making it easy to move data from 4aGoodCause through Zapier to the other programs that you use. If you have any other questions, please look through our online knowledge base or contact us at support@4agoodcause.com. As always, happy fundraising and thank you.